Hi there, this is Robert for aetas.com and here's what we're gonna create today. A pretty nice animation using Trapcode Form's audio reactors. So let's jump into After Effects and make this effect. So we're back into After Effects now, and let's start the tutorial. Go to Composition, New Composition, name it Main Comp, and select NTSC D1 widescreen square pixel, and set the duration to 5.1 seconds, and let's make the background layer new solid, call it BG, make comp size, and doesn't matter which color, black is fine. Click OK. Let's add a ramp layer, actually effect generate ramp, and set the start to black, the end color to dark blue, and make it radial. Move the start position here and the other position here. Okay, now let's add the form layer new solid and call it form. Choose effect Trapcode form, and you'll get this setup here. And what Trapcode form is just a particle generator, and it generates particles in a grid fashion. It's a very powerful plugin. You can use it to create all sorts of effects. It has a lot of presets, like this for example looks good, and this looks even more interesting. And let's reset it and begin modifying the settings to our needs. Go to Paste Form and size in X make it 6530, size in Y make it 800, size in Z 500. That looks good. Particles in X 6530, particles in Y 4, and particles in Z 3. Basically you'll get these lines here, pretty interesting. So let's continue. Go to the particle and set the opacity to 75. Let's colorize them. Go to Quick Maps, Color Map, and select the green preset. Select pink, and the other one the brighter pink, and map it radial. Okay, that looks good. Now go to disperse and twist and set the dispersion to 10 and the twist to 3. Basically disperse the particles and twist them. Very interesting. Now go to the fractal field and select the displacement mode XYZ individual. X displace to 150, Z displace to 100, and no flow. Don't want them to flow. Okay, now let's create a new camera. Layer new camera. 35mm is okay, and select the unified camera tool, and you can rotate by clicking the left mouse button and dragging left or right, up and down. And I'm gonna set it up like this. Okay, now let's import our audio file. Okay, you can use whatever audio track you like. I used Cell Dweller, Cinco de Mayo mix, it's a clash up that Clayton made. It's very cool, and you can download it from fixstore.com/free stuff. And again, it's not working. fixstore.com/free stuff, right? And right here, download it, and let's carry on. Right, select your audio layer, hit LL on the keyboard to bring up the waveform. Let me make some room here, and drag it till you, I think I remember, yes, it's here, this, yes, like this. Now let's set up form so it reacts to this layer. Go to form and audio react. Basically you get 5 reactors, but we're gonna use only 2. Right, set the first reactor frequency to 100, strength to 75, and map to disperse. Set the second reactor frequency to 1000 and strength to 125, and map it to the fractal. Select your audio layer, and you'll see that if we RAM preview it, it will start to react to the audio. Right, looks awesome. Let's add a camera animation. Select the camera, press P and Shift A to bring up the position and point of interest. Add a keyframe for both values. Go to the end of the animation, and let's zoom in a bit. By scrolling with your mouse wheel, or by holding down right click and dragging up or down. I think we went a bit too far. That looks okay. Let's rotate the camera a bit, and pan it a bit. And basically it's up to you. You can use whatever movement you want, and looks pretty cool. So let's preview it with the camera movement. Right, looks pretty good. And let's make something experiment right now, and let's rotate the particles in Y space, and let's rotate them Let's set a keyframe, delete the expression, set a keyframe at the end of the animation. Let's rotate them 3 times. Go to the beginning and set the rotation to 1. And now the particles should rotate. And not in Y, let's rotate them in Z. Actually, forget that. Leave it like that. So let's make the particles pop a bit, and select your camera, press AA, enable depth of field, and set the blur level to 175. Go to form and make sure render mode is set to full render plus depth of field, and there the particles start to pop up a bit. Let's make them pop even more by adding a glow effect. Go to effect, stylize, glow, and there we have it. Don't need to change the settings, it works just like that, pretty good. And now let's add the final details, the fade effect that you saw on my first video, and let's do that right now. Layer, new, solid, call it fader, make it comp size and black. Okay, press T to bring up the opacity, set a keyframe, move 20 frames, set another keyframe and set it up to 0. Move to the end of the animation and set it to 100. Move back 20 frames and set it to 100. Or actually set it to 0. And the end of the animation set it to 100, just like that. Now let's fade the audio track as well. Select the audio track and press L on the keyboard. Move to the start of the animation and set a keyframe and set it by -48. Go to the next keyframe from the fader and put it to 0. Go to the next and set it to 0. Set a keyframe to 0. Go to the last keyframe of the animation and set it to -48 again. Right, we have our fade, our video fade and our audio fade, and let's do one final RAM preview and check it out. Right, I'm pretty pleased with the final effect. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial, but before we part, let me show you some other cool tutorials that really inspired me to do this, and they are all from aetuts.com. One is called The Best Sound You'll Ever See. It's from Satya Meka, and as you can see, it's pretty cool effect, very nice, and you should check it out. And the second is pretty much what I made, but I made with Trapcode form. Looks very similar, and it's very inspiring. It's called Create a Sound Reacting 3D Waveform Animation without third-party plugins, and the key phrase in this title is without third-party plugins. A very nice tutorial, and this is what inspired me to make this tutorial. Hope you enjoy it, and this is Robert for aetuts.com, and we'll see you next time.